Hello and welcome to Farming Simulator 19. I'm Andy and this is the Let's Play on the Björktorps Gård. Björktorps Gård. God, that was hard. So basically continue where I left off yesterday. So I'm just emptying this combine here into my trailer, and we're gonna go and finish off this field, and then we're gonna go and also finished off this field, and then we'll continue with the next field. So not the most exciting of jobs, but it needs to be done if we're gonna make some money, and we want to make some money off these fields, so it's pretty much something we really want to do. It's like, where is it? Let's get over here and get that sorted out, and then we'll continue with this side. A little hard, I can't really tell where the edge is. In FS17 there was, towards the end there was this Claas Combine mod, which actually let you have like a small window with a basically a camera, which was set on the outskirts of the header, so you could see the head where that was in where you can see where the line and where the crop was. Basically, that was kind of cool. I like that one. Oh, sorry, was sort of wild. This one, and next one, and next one. We're pretty much, we're almost done. It's not too much far left on this field, which is good. Let's go. Probably got a little too narrow there, but I think we can pick it up on that last bit on the next leg there, so it's fine. So whatever is everyone playing out there? Still wanting? It's like Hofbergman was so when they announced in was it in December or so that Hofbergman would be out by March. I was like, oh, March, that's so long. My God, how am I gonna survive that far? And actually now it's in the middle of February. So actually things are moving along quite fast. I think I'm gonna miss a little bit there, up there on that edge there. Lots of combining pictures today. All this, basically this episode and the last episode. But I'm actually kind of enjoying this. When you can do this from the inside, that's quite okay. And you don't have to. Oh, I was just the tiniest little bit there, which I left. So okay, so there you go, and we'll unfold that one. We'll lower it and unhook it. So right there. So now all we have to do is hook it up there, which is not too easy because I can't see anything. So I'm gonna cheat, pretending that in real life we had some sort of camera there. see where to go. We'll head on out here, I think. So we could probably harvest also the grass fields and turn that into silage bales. So, which would mean we buy a square bale wrapper, but that's one of those included in the game nowadays. So the Kuhn one, I think it is. So we'll just buy that one because that's okay, nice, and nothing is problematic about it in any way. So just get that. It's really dark. The roads are really narrow. My steering ability is crap. I don't drive a car this crappy, by the way. Much better when driving a car. No, kidding. Well, yes, I'm not kidding. I am. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling like a madman. So we'll do that. We'll unhook it. So a nice new Holland draper head. I wasn't very much across the road here. Good, and we'll fold up the wheels. Do actually stay there. I think one of the earlier versions of FS17, was it FS17? They sort of disappeared when you folded them, which was slightly annoying. So we'll do sort of headland, I think, first. Oh, God, I'm even close to where I'm supposed to be. It's a little bit, but that's okay, it wasn't too bad. That's the way it's supposed to look, but it's a slight deviation. Suddenly you can't get it to harvest what you want it to, so, and then you start missing bits, and I don't like missing bits. Maybe I'm just perfectionistic. Oh, that was okay. But I don't like missing bits. Which I probably did. Yeah, of course I did. Sorry. So annoying. I'm going back, fixing it. Probably waste of time and fuel, considering the amount of oats we actually got off this. No, oats, not soybeans. I mean. Oh, there's a little bit of the residual weed which we had there in the corner. I knew that. We missed a little bit when we used, I think we used HorseHelper right for weeding. I don't know, maybe I didn't record any of those episodes, by the way. Maybe that's why you don't really remember seeing it, because I never showed you it. So I used a big 24-meter ones. Actually, I have a distinct memory of recording some sort of episode on it. But I'm a little unsure about that, so I definitely could be totally wrong there. So E1. So I tried out a new map called Tenwinkel. I think it would be pronounced. It's off FS Sweden, so it's Swedish. Actually, I think it's more Finnish. So from the name, it sounds Finnish. But it could be either Finland or Sweden. And when you look at the setting and scenery, it's hard to tell the difference. But anyway, so the Tenwinkel map is, you can find that on FS Sweden. So I tried that out this evening, and it's a pretty cool map. The only thing, I can't seem to get animals. It's mostly about forestry. There's some farmland, which is also pretty cool. It's a pretty nice map. So I'm gonna I'll probably play on it, but on my own, not as a let's play, or not even a review. I think if you want to try it out. But so the Tenwinkel map, it doesn't seem doesn't seem like there are any farm animals on it. And basically just try setting it up the way I want to play it, try to play it myself. So I haven't done that much on it. So we need to do a nice straight line somewhere around here, a little bit. So to basically we have a straight line to work off from the middle then later, as we did in the last episode. I'm going to do the same here. I'm going to just do a headland, and then we're going to start working our way through the middle, just for the easy access when emptying the combine at a later state. So, but we're going to go do a bit of recording. Get a straight line here. So I'm pressed A basically, and now I'm setting now I have a B line, so 1, 2 we could follow it, and that's probably crooked. It looks crooked. Oh, it seems to be working. In the old GPS, no, it didn't. In the old GPS you could definitely sort of fix it. If it was like slightly crooked, you could just turn it slightly to the left or right, it would work. Here we don't seem to be able to do that, but let's adjustments a little bit here, so it's not a biggie. Biggie also seems to be a favorite word of mine these days. So good. Now we need to go and try to figure out where's the middle of this map. Something about there, maybe? No, not even close. Maybe here? So we'll set it up here and we'll let it drive. Oh, come on. Sometimes it seems like the way it figures out where to stop and where the end of the field is from if it's driving over some sort of crop or near something crop-like. I could be totally wrong there, but to me that seems why it would be doing that sort of thing it was doing there. No, damn it. Where am I? I'm gonna go left, right. I think it's up here somewhere, if I don't remember wrong. I don't think so. I think it's up here, yeah. I usually cut across here, so we'll do that today too. Get across to our big field where we are working with our little equipment. And don't hit any trees. We don't want to smash into any form of trees. So where could it be? Here it is, down here. Nice little row here in the middle. Emptying. Maybe this should be a screenshot, by the way. Lots of lights. There you go. It's full. Just want to set it up here. There you go. Good. down here and then up to left and then do another left lap and do go down, and then you just sort of basically do that over and over again, continuing the laps. God, I'm tired. I need to go take a... I'm terribly sorry about yawning. I'm tired. I need to go and take a shower and then go to bed. It's not a busy day tomorrow. Today I just basically wrote the entire day. I had a plan on doing that Friday. I wrote a lot of stuff Friday, like one of the reports. That was fine, but I really wanted to get that done, so it was almost done. So basically today I just kept on writing until I was done, and then I printed it and then I read through it and fixed the mistakes I did and add a little bit of stuff I just forgot to put in there, and removed some bit because it was getting long, and it turned out like 35 pages all in all, which is a lot for our department. We don't keep it a lot more. The last one I wrote before that was 6 pages, so you see the difference. My boss thinks I write too long, which is actually correct about. So, but anyway, the one today turned out to be 35 pages because it was quite a complicated situation around this kid too. So I took a lot of effort to write it, and lots of stuff that happened, and I had to make it some sort of informed decision on what to recommend. So that's what I did. You put like questions or thesis or questions, hypothesis or questions. Well, I don't think, not hypothesis, questions when writing these things. And so I had 8 of those, which is, I usually keep them at maximum 3. I try to keep them no more than 3 because it's sort of too much to keep track of otherwise, and we don't need to investigate that much. But in this one we had 8. I had 8, so it's pretty cool. It turned out okay, but I had some issue. We have this system for our computers, a system called PLACEABLE, which is our where we write the reports and everything, we keep journals and everything and stuff, which is, I don't like it, but they updated the software just before Christmas, and it broke a lot. The update broke a lot of stuff in it. For instance, it broke the formatting, so I can't, if I want to turn something into bold lettering, I can't do that anymore. Everything turns bold when I'm editing it, then everything reverts back to normal. So I can't turn anything bold, and I use bold to signal sort of headlines, I like headlines in the text. That's not the correct word, I know, but I can't figure out what the English word would be. So I used bold lettering to do that, and I can't do that anymore. So I just tried putting different sizes. So I just had size 18 instead of 16, which is the usual font size. And then I discovered something weird. After the update of our system, the regular text, unless you edit the size, it's 16, which is kind of cool. So it's not kind of cool, but it's 16 is font size. Basically, if you change it to something else, you can change it. You cannot change it back to 16. So if you change it to 18, which is like the headline I use, and then continue writing text, and you want to change it to 16, and if you go into the menu where you change the font size, you can only choose between 80, well, you can number it down to like 8 or something. Well, that's too small to read. But you could choose 12, 14, 18, 20, and then on. So I can't choose 16, which is the default size of the lettering or the font. I cannot choose 16. But that's, so I basically had to change everything from 16 to 14. So my boss went like, why do you choose such a small font size? It's like, oh, that's a funny story. Apparently something broke and we can't change it back now. So we keep telling our IT people that we have to change this, and they go like, yeah, I know, we know, but we can't change it. Only a technician at the company which we CGI, I think it's CGI, which we pay a ton of money, can change it, and they have no one available to change it, so no one can fix the problem. And I go like, why are we paying these people for? They broke it. Why am I? That bugs the hell out of me. You release an update, and of course update can give all the faults. I understand that, and not everything is possible to test in advance. But if you update it and it breaks it, then you freakingly have to fix it. And it bugs the hell out of me. Sorry, pardon my language. That they broke it and they can't fix it, or they don't want to fix it, or they don't want to put the effort or the cost into fixing it. But we pay them a ton of money each year for a system where we can't even change the freaking font size. It's to me it's outrageous, but it doesn't matter because we locked up in that system and we can't change it. It would cost millions and millions of Swedish kronor to change to another system, so we basically have no choice. We're like hostages. And they can continue. Actually, I think it was last fall they did an update which broke something, and I can understand that time it wasn't really their fault because there was a system. The update with the system clashed with Windows as a platform, and they missed something. So I'm not blaming them for that, but this update problem I am blaming them because I don't know. Nothing was updated in Windows, only our software. So, but last fall, something got mixed. They updated the system, and there was something with Windows that didn't clash, and everything went sour. And we couldn't print any papers for. Well, you could print papers. Whatever paper you printed said like a working copy on them. You can't give that to families or courts, by the way. So we couldn't print anything for 3 weeks, and we need to make decisions. So we need to print those, and our decisions are always written. So and they're always signed by someone. So you sign the decision. In order to sign it, you need to print it. In order to print it, you have to print it, and I couldn't print it. So we couldn't print them, which means we could basically, in our system, we couldn't make any decisions on anything, which meant we kept making decisions sort of in our heads and writing them on notes everywhere, and we were trying to fix them later. And that took 3 weeks. 3 weeks of the highest level of bosses telling them we need to fix this, and they're like, oh, we can't fix it because it's not our fault. So, but I'm not. I mean, in that case, I understand. I understand the complexity of this, and I understand the complexity of the fault we have now too. The problem is, if you roll out an update and it breaks something, then maybe you should fix that. Work out a way to fix it or something. Just my 5 cents. I know I'm simplifying everything, and it's probably 300 million times as hard in reality than it is just me sitting here. But I don't make the big bucks here. The people that do this for a living, they make a lot more money. They earn like twice the money I do every month. I just use the system, and basically now, with half my pay, I can't use it the way I want to. So, sorry, rambling about systems. We used to have I worked in another county. We had another system called per capita, that was brilliant. It had its problem too. It was absolutely not problem free in any way. But what you could do with it, you could do it very well, and that has logic to it. Our current system has some sort of logic to it, but basically it means you can do like four ways or 5 ways of doing everything, which is fine and dandy, unless you do it the 6th way, where it breaks everything. So come on. So, and the only time you find out what's broken is when you try to end the case. So you try to end the case and then everything is like, oh, it's broken. And it could be things that were broken. Someone did something 6 years ago when they opened a case and did one little tiny little bit thing wrong. And now when I'm going to try to close it, I can close it the way I am. So everything looks legally wrong because the system is not adopted to the way it should be in truth. So for instance, another example, I have tons of examples. Another example is we usually, when we give something to people, we do it usually on a from now and onwards decision basis. So and the logic behind that is that you will get help from us until we reach the goal of the help. So in instance, if the goal is don't hit your kids, then we'll continue until you stop hitting your kids. No, that's a bad choice, but it's a help your kids with school. We'll continue having that goal, and the thing we do to help you realize that or help you do that, we'll continue with that until we reach the goal, which is good. It's a really sound and good idea. The problem is our system can't handle that. So basically, in order to, sometimes we use like outside, not consultant, but people we pay to do stuff. And for us to pay them, our system needs a new decision every 6 months or whatever it is. So we keep making decisions which we don't need to make, which are legally wrong because we already made a decision. And it looks really weird in the system. So if you ever audit it, it will go like, why did you do this? You can't do this. We go like, yeah, we know. We're doing it wrongly because our system doesn't allow it to do it correctly. So there are systems that force us to break the law, which is a bit problematic in my world. But no one cares about fixing them. Nothing happens, ever. Fortunately, for me. And people I serve. God, I'm sorry about this rambling. People stopped listening ages ago. And probably not that interesting to watch me do this combining stuff anyway, so. See if we can get this sorted out here. Getting the turns are pretty okay. So I'm gonna stop there. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm Andy. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share. And if you like this channel, please subscribe. Have a great day, everyone, and I will see you soon. Relax, take it easy. Far out. Bye bye.